EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Mike. Check, 59.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Mike.
Here's Eason to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Campbell making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had is like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pick it up. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
1st and 10, Taylor now. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
60 Eagle. Watch the twist.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed. Called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts. He had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
They'll run with Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
The field. Kill.
Big Lion.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Don't say nothing.
Play action. It's Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and then he's got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Bronco 80.
54. No chance.
Hurt.
24. Check 24.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Mike's 5-4. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. 7. Check 7.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It got his man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And that'll set them back 5.
But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Logan Wilson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 14, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". I got him. 54's Mike. 54.
Eason sets to throw it.
Hey, I'm coming.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
We got this.
Down! Cougar 19!
54 Mike. Now watch run. Rush in.
Bronco 80! Hey, watch Sam. Check. Warrior 70! Mike 54!
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. He finds Taylor, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Man. Riggs. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's Hines.
Come on, run to the ball. We gotta
The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good. Makes the score Colts 21, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Cousins pass. Complete to Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 9. Makes it
could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Cousins. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd down at 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Pick your game up.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown. This one counts. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing again. Eason.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when the game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet. From
the gun, Eason flush to his right. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
41-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my
Shut up.
stripes.
Bronco 80. Watch 55. Hey, tight.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Rabbit.
7 Pirates.
Mike 55, Mike.
Second down, here's Eason. And the catch made by Hilton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
In your face. Kill. Hawk 70.
Now a give to Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check. Whip.
Hey, check that. Street. Check 50.
Check the backer, check.
Hurt.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Hey, smash Bronco.
On first down, Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60.
3 buzz.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Watch 54.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins now. And this is Cook with a grab. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
taken down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun is Eason. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Colts 28, Vikings 23.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Alert
70 Lion.
Jam him. Jam. Showing 8.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hey, watch that.
Again, it's Taylor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Good work, boy.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty good.
On the handoff, Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On second down, it's Taylor. Finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Who that? Kill.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem, pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay.
Look at what you've called before. Realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air, and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Cousins to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw, Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Vikings 31.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Eason off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We all 70 Rangers.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
59.
Let's go one more.
To throw again, Eason. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Vikings.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
Mike 50, huh?
I got you, punk.
25, check 25.
They run it again with Cook. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check three, check three, check three.
Lucky 48.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Come on, baby, come on, let's.
Hey, Ken.
110.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Today's